Do I have relative inclination anywhere here? I don't. I guess because you can see it from outside. I do have inclination, but I'm not sure this is... 0.0. There we go. Okay, so we are missing again by a little bit. Let's do this trick I was doing before. Take a maneuver. Pop ahead orbits. So that tells you how many orbits you got to go around before they come close. And now we put a maneuver on our current orbit and adjust it just a little bit. And now we should be able to get this separation really small. I see 400 meters. I saw 100 meters. I mean, clearly that's good enough. So we got this itty bitty 1 meter per second burn. I think I'm going to do that with RCS. That's coming up in just 3.5 minutes. And what that will do is just very slightly adjust the period of this blue orbit. So after, I don't know how many times I've pushed go ahead and orbit, 4 or 5 more orbits, we will be meeting up with the station. No, we're coming really close to meeting up with it now. Turns out close is just not close enough. Okay, so, let's, yeah. How close are we to the station? We're 75 meters from the station. There it is. And it's really tempting. I know people that, when they play this game, you know, your temptation is, this is like 70 meters, 74 kilometers away. Just point right at it and just burn. But if you point at it and burn, I would be burning retrograde, which would be lowering my periapsis, which would actually speed me up in the wrong direction. I would end up moving further away. It's tempting as it is to just simply try and drive to it. It doesn't work that way. You got to use gravity. You got to work with gravity, not fight against it, and that means not just trying to drive there. And it's counterintuitive, and it takes a bit to get used to. Okay, we're about a minute from the burn. And like I said, I think I'm going to do this. I don't think this is showing right now. This is showing our current orbit. So we'll go just to here. And we'll watch it from this. Yeah. And yeah, put on RCS. It's not super time critical, so I'm just going to give us some H's. There we go. Holding the H key. Not even using fuel. Well, using monopropellant. Take that away. And what do we got? We got a 0.3 here. We'll make it better. Don't seem to be changing much. Oh, I don't think... Oh, I know what's happening. Yep. Oh, I made it way worse. Back. I shouldn't have paid attention. You know what's happening? I figured out finally what's happening with this. What's happening is there's a maneuver up here, which is giving us this encounter. And when I do anything here, like for instance, just push RCS, see how it's adjusting the maneuver to compensate for what I'm doing, so nothing is changing. But then when I move it, this goes back to 0. It was good the way it was. So I have to keep... okay, 300 meter separation is fine. But that 300's not coming up for another 2 hours and 49 minutes. Which is what it is. We have to do a few orbits. But what we're going to do is we're going to get out alarm clock once again. And this is something that the stock alarm doesn't do. If I pick closest approach, it actually sees this closest approach coming up in 2 hours and 49 minutes. I'm pretty sure the stock one, maybe I shouldn't just assume. But if I use the stock alarm, create an alarm. Oh, well, first of all, it's all underneath here. I'm going to assume it can't do it. It's all under that data and I don't want to move it. Okay, so give us about 5 minutes warning on that. Boom. So we're going to be there in about 2 3/4 hours. Let's make sure this is on free. And we have ourselves some time warping to do. I don't need this anymore. A few orbits. Okay. And we should be, if this on here, yeah, we're about 5 minutes away. It's about a 300 meter separation. Let's put this on retrograde. It looks like it's below us here. There it is. Hello. Oh, that's not the right. I did pick the right station, right? No, it is. Is the Mimbus Gateway close by too? I have 2 stations. As coincidence would happen, both stations are close by. I was about, for a moment there. There is where we're going. This is the other space station. They are too close to each other. Who designed their orbits? That's not safe. Okay, we're fine. Let's time warp a little closer. And again, that great big spotlight. I think what that's meant to be is the sun's reflection. And it's just somehow messed up. I'm not sure what. I'm sure I could probably get into the scatterer settings and figure something out, but I'm just not going to. We do have a high encounter speed, so I probably should be starting to bleed off. Whoa, whoa, that really changed the distance here. Okay, let's just lock that. I'm watching my intersect distance too. Trying to keep that from getting too high. Everything I do is making it worse. That way's better. There we go. Let's just turn that off. I just want to bleed off some of this velocity. We're just coming in really fast. But I'm trying, I'm manipulating this so that we're so close. Maybe this way now? Yep. Maybe I should just lock it on retrograde and call it. Let's just do that. Too much fiddling about. But here we're like still coming in at 100 meters per second. That I don't like. The distance separation was getting too much again, so I'm just trying to find something that keeps it kind of stable while still killing velocity. Well, that's making it way worse. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Okay, we're missing now by all my careful setting up, and we're now missing by 2 kilometers. Here. I know what I'll do. What's a nice way of figuring out which way to burn when you're not really sure? Let's just put on RCS and try the different directions, see what makes this smaller. So that's making it worse. That's making it smaller. So if I go this way, it should be better. No. So much for that theory. Oh, because it's retrograde, you dope. No, that's still making it worse. Oh my gosh, no matter what I do. I need to burn majorly this way. There we go. Nope. Oh, it was good, but it switched to the other one. You don't have to bring... Yeah, that's always the misconception. I'm seeing it in the chat, and I kind of knew it was coming up. Just push the yellow onto the pink. That only works once you're close. Right? We're on curved paths. And it doesn't work when you're still far away. It's not as simple as that. As you get closer, that tends to work, but when you're far away, it doesn't work that way because your paths are curved. Okay, there we go. Got it down to 19 meters. Now we'll get in nice and close and just give them a blast of our nuclear engine. Give them a good healthy dose of radiation here. I'm going to change our view to auto. Oh, orbital's good. That looks better. Yeah. Okay. Then we're going to have to get these folks down to the surface, and I think my fuel module is going to have to wait until next week. Bleed this off to the point where we can just use RCS. Alright, and it's time to start thinking about what docking port. Oh wait, is there a docking port staring straight at our faces here? I think it is. I think this is our docking port. Back to here, back to here. Oh. Keep that on retrograde. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, set that as target. Getting ourselves a little closer. Oh, this is off of here. Control from this one. Another little blast of radioactive exhaust. And we're good. Actually, yeah, let's spin this around completely. Happy days. There we go. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Let's slow down a lot. We're ready. Let's slow down a lot. Slow down a lot. Oh, RCS is off. That doesn't help. Slow down. All right. Into there, and we're pretty much going straight in there. This all light's nicely set up. It's nice when everything lines up for you like that. Okay, here we go. And then we're going to take our Dart 2 back down to the surface. That reminds me I should be ready to turn off reaction wheels that are hiding. Always hiding, always hiding. Oh, yes, stinker. Okay, forget it. Oh, wait, I think they're under the antennas. No, that's a battery. Do this every time. Okay, forget it. We're too close. We're coming right at it. Slow down. We're coming quite quickly. Boink. All right, there we are. We are here. Danger, there's no carbon dioxide. Well, it's a good thing we don't have any plants aboard. Okay, somewhere here are reaction wheels. And I'm always... I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do right now. What everybody tells me to do. Once I find them. There. Nope. They're in there. But once I find them, I'll find them first. Back here? There they are. Okay. So we're going to toggle these off. And I'm going to do the thing I should have been doing a long time ago. Scroll out. So toggle them off. And now open up our action group editor. And we'll make it, what do we got here? No, I don't want, let's make it a number 2. Number 2, I want to toggle the reaction wheels. Boink. So from here on in, there's our reaction wheels. If I push 2, there we go. What a thought. Amazing. Okay. So we are going, let's move our whole crew over. We are done our mission. Let's get over there. So Jebediah. And Bill. And John. We'll have to go into the back with the tourists because there's only room for 2 up there. And then our tourists who are not paying us for this. We didn't point out that this isn't where they wanted to go. They got a lot more than what they paid for, yet we're not going to get paid for this. Somehow that just doesn't seem fair. We're also going to transfer over all of our science. Transfer our data here. We will check and make sure that our data is indeed where we want it to be. Yep, it is. All 70 science of that. And then we're ready. We'll shut down this engine. There's also, I believe, an extra parachute. Our mystery reappearing parachute. So we'll bring that back. I don't see any reason to keep that up there. And then finally we'll do a quick look at our fuel situation and make sure that we don't need a lot to get back down to the surface, but we do need a little. Where is, there it is, TAC fuel balancer. We're going to need some liquid fuel. What is this? This is the, yeah, so this is vessel number 3. I think it's fine. It's got about 4.6% of all of its available fuel. And the fact that it's a steady percentage like that means I think that it probably was not mucked with. It's got 7.4% of its available oxidizer. I'm sure that will be fine. We'll check simple things like, you know, oxygen. It's at 91% of its oxygen. Monopropellant, won't need much. No, it's, you know, in fact, if anything, let's get rid of, nah, there's so much monopropellant up here, it doesn't matter. And finally, water. Just want to make sure, and it's at 99% of its water. So it's all good. It's all good. We can detach and we can get ourselves out of here. Yeah, this is all part of Kerbalism, that transferring the science. Both of these 2 menus here are part of Kerbalism. So if you see me clicking around up here with this stuff, that's Kerbalism. All right, let's get ready to get out of here. So we are targeting the KSC. We can open up trajectories again. Targeting the KSC. There is our target. And where is our... There's our station. So we will be doing our burn. You know what? We're going to go for a night landing. Why not? I keep time warping to get to the day. Now we're going to do a night landing. So let's time warp around. Right about, we'll be doing our descent burn around here, so I want to be on the opposite side of that, about here. All right, let's take our ship off. I'm glad to see that absolutely nothing. Let's actually just back away from the station control from here. Back away here a little bit. But absolutely nothing is twisted and out of whack with the station. There was a glitch that I've yet to really identify. That no, control from the cockpit now. Sorry, let's just... That's what happens when I try and do too many things. It's control from here. There we go. What was I saying? I was saying too many... there was a glitch that was causing things to rotate. I have a previous video where these wings and stuff are rotated all over the place. And that seems to have been fixed. That's our solar panel. What brings the... There we go. Decrease that too. So taking off the... auto strutting seems to have solved that problem, but I got some comments that people were saying, or at least one or two people were saying, that if instead of auto strutting to the heaviest part, which is my default thing I usually do, if you auto part to the grandparent part, that you don't get the same problem. And it has something to do with when you dock with a station, what's the heaviest part will change, and that messes up the auto strutting. But the grandparent part, which is the parent part, is the part that the part I'm clicking on is attached to, and then the grandparent part would be the one that's attached to that. By auto strutting to the grandparent part, apparently that solves that issue. I'm going to try it out. That's something to watch for the future. But right now, let's do our avoidance maneuver. A little bit of RCS, increasing our apoapsis just a smidge. That should be good. Let's set in our descent profile. Prograde. 45, 30, 10, and 10. Again, don't get too worried about these numbers. You can ignore these completely if you're on your way down there. And then I like to get my target information too. This helps me get there. Okay, so... yeah, we are ready to go. So, boom, 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 boom. Let's get to where we're going to start our descent, which is over here. Comet base time. You know, that's something I've never done, is wrangled me a comet in this game. I spend, as anybody who's watched any of these streams knows, an inordinate amount of time just flapping about in the Kerbin system. Between Kerbin and missing the moon. I don't know. I find it fun. Alright, I guess I gotta turn on my engines, don't I? That would probably help. So we'll activate you. Activate you. Actually, while I'm... Well, here, let's do our descent burn, and then I'll talk about what I just noticed. So, again, using... Oh, time warping! What is my issue? My brain is turning completely to mush. Started time warping when I meant to throttle up. Why? I don't know. I don't have an explanation for that. Okay, so here we go. This is Trajectory's prediction on where we're going to be coming down, and I'm just going to put it right onto where the KSC is. And bump. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I also have Kerbal Engineer giving me a crash spot out here. Kerbal Engineer doesn't take into account physics from the atmosphere, so we'll just turn that off. That's not doing us any good. But what I was about to say is notice how these engines are offset, and that's because the center of mass of this is to get it to line up with the center of mass, and the center of mass is where it is because this whole piece here is actually below the center line of our fuselage. So if I actually raised this up, it might, then I don't need to have these, it might look better. Might do some more tweaking still with this, but for now, it's good. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. A night landing. Thankfully, we have lots of lights. Bring down our solar panels. Not that we were doing much just right there. And get ourselves ready for re-entry. Put the view on free. I find that is nicer. Well, and then there's the little green square that Trajectories puts there, which is showing what the descent profile that I just entered here, that 45 degrees above angle of attack, which is 45 degrees above this prograde vector. But whether you decide to stay on that or whether you don't is completely up to you, and I make that decision based on this. So I can see, for instance, that we are overshooting by this. We are coming, so what I want to do is actually pitch up a little bit. The KSC will be to the west of us from where we crash. So if I pitch up a little bit and increase my drag, right? Notice how this number's now starting to come down. I'm also noticing we're coming, the KSC will be to the south of us. So we want to also maybe point a little bit to the south. It's nice to do all this stuff high in the atmosphere where you don't have to worry about heating. We'll bring both of these numbers down. So we're right down on the runway. And if you're doing this without using a mod like Trajectories, my recommendation would be quick save and just try multiple times. Because every plane is a little different in terms of how they behave and, you know, what your angle of attack should be here now to get you onto the runway. It just takes a bit of practice. All right, we are closing in. Okay, this is now, we can come pitch downwards. This is now 2 kilometers short. Upward again. This thing's, oh, I should have. Okay, I didn't think about it. We'll see how we go. We see how we do. I should have pumped all my fuel forward to get the center of mass as far forward as I can. I'm not sure. We'll find out if I made a mistake or not very soon. This thing is not the most stable thing. My little space plane is great. It is super stable coming in. This guy, not quite so much. I'm pitching up as hard as I can. I'll put it on here and you'll see. I pitch up as hard as I can, and this is all it's got. The only reaction wheels are the reaction wheels in the cockpit. But I think we're okay. We're still on target. I could put on RCS for a little bit of extra help, but I think we're okay. Still on target. That's all that matters. Center of mass is definitely fine because that's why it wants to pitch down, because the center of mass is nice and forward. So maybe I should be moving the fuel back, but I don't have stuff selected because I wasn't thinking. I never plan. Always, yeah, we're overshooting by quite a lot. Now what is nice is this thing does have, let's shut down that engine, activate this engine, activate this engine. This does have jet engines, so I do have some ability to fly. How much fuel I got, I don't know. But we are right now, according to this, oh, we're starting to bring it down. More this way. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Whoa. Back. Sorry, I'm just looking at these control surfaces and just seeing the right one's active. I think so. Okay, where are we? We're way... Doesn't feel like we're overshooting, but trajectory says we're overshooting, so... Oh, I gotta come to the north. Northwards. I'm not sure. Yeah, trajectories is still saying we're really overshooting, but it doesn't feel like I'm going to be. We're losing a lot of speed. We're down about 1,100 meters per second. Here, let's put on pitch control on these control surfaces too. Control. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay, that's good. Got a little bit more pitch control now, hopefully. Where is stack fuel balancer? Where is my liquid fuel? Where is the bi-coupler McJob? Let's pump everything back to that. Trying to bring my center of mass back. This thing really doesn't want... Okay, that's all of that as far back as it'll go. How about oxidizer, bi-coupler? In. And how about monopropellant? I guess clampetron in. That's as far back as... Okay, so now I got resources as far back as I can. I'm still... Oh, now I can pitch up. Oh, come on. Stall, you stinker. Stall. Stall. Yeah. Basically, I just want to stall this right now and drop. We are overshooting for sure. Okay, let's turn off trajectories. It's not doing us any good. It's just giving me numbers I don't like, so we're going to put that away. Stall! There's always this maneuver. You don't want to pitch up? How about pitching down? How about that? Huh? You like that? You like that? Quick saving at this point might be a good idea. Oh, we have so stalled this thing out. We are like going down. Okay, we have throttle. If I want those engines, I got them. Yeah, this thing's not super nimble. Not at all. Now, we're picking up a lot of speed. What I might want to do is do a little bit of a turn. Do a little bit of a spiral down here. Is that smarter? Just overshoot and turn around might be a better plan. I think that's the better plan. Go overshoot and turn around. Or maybe just... What's our altitude? 6 kilometers? If I do a turn here... A little bit of an S-turn thing. Oh, we are stalling a lot now. That's really helping. There we go. It's like what the shuttle does. This little S-turn. Back down again. Though this is not a little S-turn. This is a big S-turn. A big-ass S-turn. And I do have a little bit of ability to... This is so sketchy, Jebediah. What are you doing? You're freaking out the tourists. That's all this is about. I want to freak out the tourists, Jebediah is saying. Could also put air brakes on this thing. That would actually help too. Okay, we are coming in for our... We got 800 meters. Okay, we need speed now. Gear. Jebediah did a fine job bleeding speed off there with his unorthodox flying. But now it's time to actually put it down onto the runway. Here we go, Jeb. Down, 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 down. We're down. We're down. Oh, the design of this could be better. A nice set of reaction wheels tucked in here somewhere would probably do this thing a world of good. But in the meantime, we are down.